have the team behind the scenes to thank for that amazing team of installers and help and hard.
I have to say, Chris playing more hayball internationally than Caesar, as Chris is traveling the world.
Look, it definitely shows. Chris Melling is looking good. He's really looking good, looking fit, looking match fit. And I mean, probably like one of the best shapes he's had. And he's also got this swag about him, you know, around the tournament, around the venue. He's Chris Melling. He knows he's Chris Melling. Everybody knows he's Chris Melling. He showed his might yesterday with that 9-0 victory. And I think a little bit later we got to talk about the history between these two players, but we're going to save that tidbits for you as we get, I think, to the halfway mark of this match.
Yeah, a lot of history between these two players. I did see it coming through in the Facebook side of the comment section earlier, actually. But yeah, we'll leave that for later at the moment. So we have Chris back on the table and not much he can do, trying to pot the 2-ball with the cue ball there. That is a legal shot in hayball. As long as you play your ball on first, you can pot your opponent's ball. And I think Caesar is wearing a Teom badge on his shirt. And Teom have sponsored every single player here 2 blocks of V10 chalk. Is that correct, Lenyukla?
Yeah, to start with, 2 blocks of V10 chalk, a blue one and a green one. And you should have seen the players' faces when they opened up their little boxed Teom chalk. They were so happy, Raymond. And also, in addition to that, they got a Teom branded beanie. They also got a leather chalk pouch, the type that clips onto the cuff of your pants. And of course some badges and stickers that they can use wherever they please. So the players were extremely happy to receive those gift bags. And I think there's some footage of that floating around on social media as well.
Definitely an absolutely brilliant initiative from Teom, and we thank them for their generous sponsorship towards this tournament, really making the players happy. And yeah, as we say, without the sponsors, you can't have a tournament like this. So every player here, we've seen them on the TV table flaunting their new V10 Teom chalks. And that's the reason why, because every single player here was gifted a Teom goodie bag, along with a few MAURITIUS goodies as well in there. I believe a badge to pin on your clothing, as well as the MAURITIUS coin. MAURITIUS organization coin, and those...
Actually, that was the Commonwealth Billiard Championship official coin.
Oh, wow.
A beautiful token, memorabilia for the players to keep forever. Beautifully embossed gold coin presented in a jewelry box to every single player at this tournament. just some highlights now of Caesar on his route to secure his first point in this match. Caesar 1, Chris Meling, no, race to 9.
I have to say that comes after Chris missing that easy ball to the center, and that has let him down, allowed Caesar back to the table, wasn't able to pot Caesar, but he left Chris in a tough situation. And yeah, that's the reason the scoreline shows what it is. We have Caesar with his first point on the scoreboard in this quarter-final match. Winner of this books their place in the semi-final tomorrow of the Commonwealth Billiard Championship 2025, live at the Revanala Attitude Hotel here in Mauritius.
Chris Melling inspecting the rack there and giving his thumbs up. I guess if you get the thumbs up from Chris Melling, you're racking, right?
Yes, yes, you definitely are. And has he potted on that break? Let's have a look at the replay of that break.
Yep.
Yeah, he was definitely happy with that break.
11 ball corner pocket. Black ball also comfortably just outside the jaws of the corner pocket there.
Deciding to go the way of stripes. Cue ball's gone quite far. I think we are going to see him play a tactical shot here, especially with the black ball being in that corner. It is blocking one of his stripes. I believe it's blocking the 12 here. As you can see, it's blocking the 12's path into the bottom left corner pocket. So either playing a tactical shot on the 14, leaving the cue ball tight behind the 6, and not allowing Caesar to do much if he can do that. If that's the shot he's deciding to play. Oh, the black ball. Oh my word.
Thank you, pool gods.
That was, yeah, I think Meling did not expect it to go that far out, you know. I think he was aiming more towards that corner jaw, the inside corner jaw.
Well, speaking of which, I was doing commentary on black ball last night, and Ngabo Isonga from Rwanda gave away 2 frames by prematurely putting the black ball on 2 consecutive frames against the Mauritian player. So yeah, it's heartbreaking when that happens.
Yes, very tough indeed, especially with the time limit we have on these matches, 100-minute time limit. You can't afford to be giving away frames easy. You can't afford at 50 minutes left or 30 minutes left to be 3 or 4 frames behind. And if you have made those unfortunate errors in potting the black ball prematurely, to be down, and I am shocked at what's going on here. It's a different Chris Melling we are seeing here, but I saw this earlier in the Jason Turon match. Mohammad Reza, Jason Turon. It was a different Jason Turon. It was not the Jason we saw yesterday or the day before, where Jason made 3 finishes in 12 minutes. It was a totally different match. That match actually going to time instead of all the way.
You have a favorite for this match, Raymond?
Yeah, I know the viewers already think that we have a favorite, so the viewers are right. The viewers, you have to know that the viewers are never wrong. When it comes to watching and supporting and commentary, the viewers are never wrong. So whoever the viewers think we are supporting, you are 100% right. And yeah, we love you guys. Thank you so much for being on the stream. And if you want to have a look at all the other streams as well. Oh, what a shot that is. Oh, what a shot that is.
Dumbledore in the house.
That was a magician shot, yeah. And yeah, if you want to have a look at all the other streams, we have 8 tables live on WPAlive.tv. That's powered by 4 Cents. doing a fantastic job at getting the viewers every shot, every match, and all the action from the Commonwealth Billiard Championships
We've
here
got some
in Mauritius.
cracker matches. Just on that note, Raymond, cracker matches currently underway.
Yes, on the snooker table. Oh my
All four
word.
disciplines. In the ladies' black ball, Erin Lazarus from South Africa up against Ngobile Dlamini from Eswatini. So that's also, I think that's going to be a beautiful match. And I've got Spood Ladla and Kirk, James Kirk from Guernsey doing commentary on that match. You can find that match on the black ball TV table. Craig Bow from South Africa also busy in 10 ball, and I'm not quite sure who he's up against now, but I know that's also going to be a great match. Remember, it's final 8. This is the last round of the final 8 in each discipline. Tomorrow we kick off with semi-finals bright and early, 10 o'clock here in Mauritius.
Yeah, and on the snooker table, you have Michael Giorgio against Pankaj Advani. Michael Giorgio, top 36 in the world at one point.
And everybody's been talking about Giorgio's form at this tournament.
Yes, now brilliant form.
But honestly, absolutely amazing level there on the snooker tables. Do you know, guys, the very first frame in this tournament on the snooker tables was a maxi.
Yeah, it was a maxi.
And there's a nice recap there of Chris getting on the scoreboard.
And that was started off by that double off the center pocket shot. So look at that. He did one of his magician shots there, and he's on the scoreboard now as easy as that. Just would like to have a look at that snooker match currently on as well.
Guys, remember, if you're joining us on WPALive.tv, Digipool is where you can go and check the live scores for all the matches. But also remember, all tables are being live streamed. All 8 tables are live streamed. You're welcome to check out the live scores on all the matches via the live stream or via the Digipool links.
Yeah, and I just logged on to WPALive.tv. It is so easy once you're on the site. Just register. It is free. You can register with your Google account. You can see live now and upcoming. You can see all the matches at the bottom, and you even have the second table. So that is called the plus table. So Black Ball is Black Ball Plus and Black Ball TV. And that is how you have a look at all of the matches and all of the tables currently being streamed.
A lot of amazing things happening here at the very first Commonwealth Billiards Championship. Not only is this the main event of these series of events, which will probably happen every 4 years if, let's say, the pool gods have anything to say about it, but it's also first for WPA Live.tv, powered by 4Sense, and Raymond, the coverage of all 4 disciplines has been absolutely stellar.
It has absolutely stellar coverage done by 4Sense, and yeah, that, as you say, it's the first broadcast of WPALive.tv, and what a broadcast it is! What a time to be broadcasting such a great tournament, and yeah, we are so grateful for having 4Sense here, and obviously accommodating us as the commentators for this event and giving us this brilliant broadcast, bringing these games to you, the spectators at home, making you feel like you are here for every single shot, every single match, and all the action coming through from the Commonwealth Billiard Championships in Mauritius.
Hey, Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar is cooking.
Done.
Caesar is definitely cooking.
Caesar man. Caesar.
Yeah, and he's giving Chris Melling quite the run here. Nice, simple play, and I actually had a conversation with Caesar yesterday, and we spoke about the way his route selection is. It's always very simple,
Yes.
and that's why he's always able to make those clearances, and he makes them look so easy,
Absolutely, Raymond.
so simple.
Why Caesar stands out amongst the giants of African pool is specifically for that. I think the number one thing is the roots that he chooses.
Yes, it's not about showing off to the crowd for him, and I admire that, and I admire his route selection. That's one of the things I've always said from the time I've watched Caesar play is his route selection and shot selection. Pathway to the black ball is one of the best I've seen. Very neat, very clean. He's always on the right angle of every ball, so he's not having to cue so much. He's not having to use so much of side to get to his next position, and yeah, it's a fantastic part of his game. I think it's one of the best. That and his demeanor around the table, one of the best qualities of him as a player.
And that superpower of Caesar is what landed him his second point in this race tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, share this link wherever you're joining us from. Let everybody know that the match that they've been waiting for is currently underway. Chris Meling, the magician, up against Chandiga season, the Scorpion.
And Caesar currently leading. Yep, Caesar currently leading 2 frames to 1, I believe, over the magician. I think he has potted a ball on that break. If you are looking for the brackets and to see when your favorite player is playing, go to digitalpool.com. That's digitalpool.com. You can find those links on the WPA Facebook page, but even if you don't, it's so simple to get there. Just type in digitalpool.com in your browser. You can search for tournaments, search Commonwealth, and you will be seeing all the matches currently on. You have live scores. You can see the times of the matches as well in your live local time from the country you are in, because we are telling you the times of the matches at the local time we are here in Mauritius. So this match currently at 5:30 p.m. Mau time, GMT +4.
Now Chris Meling looking to sneak this 9 into the pocket. Ooh, playing off the 1 nicely. He's not too happy with the outcome of that shot, but if anybody can recover from any shot.
Oh yes, of course. Chris Melling is the master of recovery shots, and that one is in.
Case in point.
Yes. Gonna be a safety here. Oh, look at that. Look at that for a shot. Got the finest of glances on that stripe to come back off the cushion and leave it. Look at that. Look at that. That is...
What would you say, Raymond, is Chris Melling's standout superpower?
Oh, it's too much. It's too much. His cueing is like silk. That's the first thing. The way he cues the ball, it is absolute world class. And that's because he's coming from a snooker background way back when. Although he is a master of all cue sports, his cue action is so smooth. The backswing, everything about it, the feathering, the backswing. And I feel for him that's one of the reasons why he can adapt to every cue sport on the planet so easily. Because you'll see him playing hayball today. Next week he'll be playing a 10-ball championship.
Always in the business end.
Yes, yes, always. And then the next month he'll be playing ultimate pool on the UK 7-foot table. So that's what I mean. He plays every cue sport so well. So for me, yes, one of the most gifted cuers of our generation, Chris Melling. And not only that, his ability to play those recovery shots, to see them.
And he's such a nice guy.
Yeah,
you know,
brilliant.
I think anybody who's been to an international tournament where Chris Melling attended will tell you he's just like one of those salt of the earth guys. Really, really nice. No airs and graces, even though he's Chris Melling. Really nice guy. And he's taken his second point. That's the equalizer.
Yeah,
2-2.
That's 4 frames in 20 minutes here. We have 79 minutes
so
left.
Happy, Raymond. What a match these guys are giving us. Both of them bringing the fire here on the TV table in this quarterfinal match.
I know you're so happy that I brought you on to commentate with me here on the hayball side, Lenita. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. I do what I can. I really do what I can. I'm a nice guy at the end of the day.
I'm very happy.
No,
to
it's,
be here. Thank you for having me, Raymond.
I am privileged to have you here with me and very excited that we can do this great match together. As most people who do watch Hayball matches would know that we do most of the international matches together. We did all of the Australian tournaments recently. We did the Grandmasters finals together, and a big thank you to you for always coming on board and doing the commentary with me.
Yeah, and a thank you to our regulars on all the platforms who's there to support in their numbers, support the players, interact with us, give us the best humor, the best material. We appreciate you. Remember to hit that share button wherever you're watching from. If you're watching on WPALive.tv, please share the link to your social media platforms. Let everybody enjoy this top quality streaming brought to you by Four Sense Technologies.
I see Caesar making a ball on the break there. I believe a ball went into the center pocket. Could it be the 3? It is the 3. Straight in to the center pocket. So Caesar will be coming to the table. Legal break, open table. Now let's have a look at his selection. So the first thing going through a player's mind is which set to take. Difficult. Very difficult choice. Yes. It's easy when you see solids with 2 or 3 balls on the cushion, but when you see both looking good, it is a difficult decision. So Caesar taking stripes in this frame. Score currently 2-all in this race to 9. Chris Melling from the UK against Chandiga Caesar from Uganda. This is a men's quarter-final match here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship 2025, live at the Ravanala Attitude Hotel here in Mauritius. So this is what we're talking about. Caesar's path around the table, making every shot look easy, not having to do too much work with the cue ball. And could we see our first run out of this match? We did see 2 run-outs from Chris Melling in his match yesterday in that race to 9 on that 9-0. 2 run-outs and 2 run-outs off his opponent's break. And having a look at this table, he has played on this, so it definitely does pass the 6. He has those 2 into the center.
Ooh, it's there. Low-hanging fruit.
It is there.
Low-hanging fruit.
Yeah,
for
definitely
Caesar to
the
pick.
15. So this is interesting why he didn't take the 15. And that choice is because those 2 balls to the center, because they are both played to the center, makes it difficult to get on both from 1. Have a look at that. Left the perfect angle on the 15 to get the cue ball.
He makes it so easy for himself, eh? Really does. What a wonder. Chandiga Caesar from Uganda.
That being said, he hasn't left himself perfect on the black ball. He's gotten near to it, but he's not perfect. I do expect him to make this though. And it's there. Caesar Chandiga gets his 3rd point on the board, leads Chris Melling 3 frames to 2, and is once again in the lead. He has been leading this match from the beginning. It's Caesar going up, Chris equalizing. Caesar going up, Chris equalizing. And the leg was won by Caesar Chandiga. So we might see the leg coming into play here, Lalita.
Yeah, we definitely might see a thing if this goes to decider.
Yeah, the shot selection there from Caesar once again coming into play. Not coming perfect on the black ball. He could have been better on that. But yeah, made sure of that. And yeah, good finish from him. That was a break and run from Caesar Chandiga. First break and run of the match.
And you know, to see Caesar hold his own against Chris Melling, Caesar is no doubt a powerhouse on the 7-foot table, but most of his competition play, most of his tournament play, most of his BMT is developed for the 7-foot table, but he's holding his own here against Chris Melling, and it just goes to show about the caliber of player of Caesar.
Yeah, but also you have to remember that that Caesar is always playing these big matches. He's always playing the big players in Africa. He's playing Jeremiah. He's playing Aiden Joseph. So although they're playing on the 7-foot table, they are playing really big matches in really big tournaments, big stakes, big tournaments, and all of those players I just mentioned will be able to hold their own because of that BMT they have from playing these big matches. They are able to transfer that to this table, and that's not something many players can do. So big props to Caesar for that, holding his own here.
And props to him for his run out in that last frame to take the lead in the match once again.
This was the first run out of the match. The other two frames won by Caesar were frames where Chris Melling did come to the table. In the first frame that Caesar won, Chris was left a terrible shot from Caesar where he didn't have to do much, and Caesar won that frame. And the frame before the run out was also off Chris's try break. So that was the first run out of the match.
Uh-oh. Here comes Caesar.
Yeah, now the pattern has been Chris always being able to equalize. So if Caesar cannot let Chris equalize and take that extra point, pull that lead to 2.
I mean, and with the quality, the caliber of pool that both of them are playing, I suspect this match will be finished before time.
Yes.
Either one of them will get.
Yeah, no, it looks like it is going quite quick here, and even if it does go tactical, it's not tactical for long. Have a look at this. Yeah, he wanted that to work out better. Wanted to go into the 2 and the 7 at the same time. Yeah, very clean from Caesar. Now it's the 2 and the 7 for me. That is the key shots here in this frame for Caesar.
Currently on commentary in the other disciplines, we've got Mark White coming to you live on the 10-ball table. We've got Sbu Kladla and James Kirk from Guernsey live on the black ball table. And I'm Lenyuk Thachiti with the Raymond Thalak here, keeping you company on Hayball.
Yeah, as I said, it is going to come down to these two balls. Going to be playing the 2 now to the top right corner pocket. Yeah, it was always going to be those shots, and at the same time it looks like he has moved the 13 into a potable position.
Snooker 6 Rays is also currently underway with Rafiq Lambada keeping the viewers company there. Remember, once again, all 8 tables being live streamed currently courtesy of WPALive.tv, powered by 4 Cents. Chris Meling, beautiful shape on the black of that 11. Good enough. Good enough for him to equalize once again. Chris Meling does it 3-3, race to 9, just under just over 69 minutes remaining on the clock in this 100-minute time limit match. For those of you who've just joined us, we saw Caesar go 1-0 up. Chris Meling equalized. Caesar 2-1. Chris Meling equalizes. Caesar 3-2. Chris Meling equalizes. For 3-3 now in this race to 9. Oof, what a match.
What a match this is, Lenyukta. What a match indeed. Yeah, so far, 6 frames done. 6 break-in runs. Hey, yes, yeah.
Why stop at 2?
Why stop at 2? It's 6 break-in runs so far. Yeah.
Come on, guys, sit back, enjoy the match. You couldn't have asked for better Chris Meling and Chandiga Caesar now for your viewing pleasure.
Let's have a look at that break from Caesar now. And for the viewers back home who are watching on the Facebook stream as well, the cue ball has gone in. So if Caesar does win the frame, it will not be a run out. Just to let you guys know, those are hay ball rules. Depending on what cue sport you usually watch. In hay ball, this will not be called a run out. So let's see if we will carry on with the pattern that we have had so far in these 6 frames. Caesar always in the lead. It's been a really exciting match thus far, Lenyukta. I'm really enjoying this one, and I'm loving that both players are giving it their all here in this. And you can see that Chris is having to play. He is having to play,
Not
and
walk in the park
not
for
at
him.
all, and not everything going his way. As you know, Chris usually, somehow he's able to get the rolls.
Yeah.
Somehow. And so far, he's
Somehow
just
that's
not
decades-
getting it.
Decades of experience there. Decades of experience. That's how you get the roles. Decades of good experience.
So there, Chris trying to play a containing safety shot. And I can see why he has given the table back to Caesar. It's not an easy table at all. 66 minutes now left in the session. This is a time session, 100 minutes time limit. Players get 45 seconds per shot and 1 extension of 30 seconds per frame.
Yeah, he wanted to obstruct the path
He wanted,
of the
yes,
black
of
ball.
the black ball, yeah.
Didn't get quite where he wanted. The bounce too hard off that cushion. Is Chris gonna punish him for that?
Let's see, it's look, if Chris is taking the 9 to the center, this is a tough shot. Especially where the cue ball is. The cueing needs to be absolutely, yeah, you see?
Oof.
You see? And that's not the first miss we've seen from Chris. He's just not on it. We're not seeing 100% Chris at the moment like we did yesterday.
He was on free flow like yesterday.
Yeah, no, yesterday it was something else from Chris. That was some of the best that I've seen.
But Chandiga just parking that ball now of his visit.
Yeah, and that also, if you have a look at that now, 15 and 9 obstructed to the top right corner. So far Caesar is slowly locking down.
I think Chris is about to make light work of this obstruction.
15 onto the 6.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, it was 15 onto the 6, move the 9 also to the middle of the table, but that hasn't worked too well. The only saving grace for Chris here is that Caesar has the 7 ball parked behind the black ball. If Caesar can somehow find a way to maneuver the cue ball to move that 7 out into open play, this frame is his as well.
Just 4 ball. Ooh, he caught the draw. Caesar was making his way up to the 6 ball, deflected by the jaw in the middle of the table. Well, not often you see Caesar having to recover from positional play, but here we go. I think he was trying to get behind that black.
Yeah, that
Gotta love the support coming in for both these players on the various platforms. Oof. Clean.
Oh, what a shot that is.
Clean,
That
clean,
is an
clean.
absolute class shot to get on that side
Beautiful.
of that stripe. Now that's beautiful. He's left himself an angle too, so he's going to get the cue ball out of there and back up table.
And Caesar did him a favor by moving
Yeah,
that 8
yeah,
closer
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
he
pocket
definitely
as
did.
well. Slight miscalculation from Caesar, and he just might get punished for it here.
Oh
Ooh.
my word.
Oof.
That is not a miss that you will ever see Chris Meling make.
Unbelievable.
That ball was almost in the pocket, Lenuka.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe that, because he would have been almost perfect.
You know what
Look
I
at-
think? I think that's Uganda squeezing. I think that's
Yeah,
Africa squeezing.
yeah, that's definitely, definitely what it is.
Oh my. Was that England squeezing now?
Unbelievable. I think, can I tell you what I think? I think Caesar sat in his chair, was already mentally preparing for the next frame.
Exactly.
Because he saw the layout, as did we, that looked like that was going to be the 4th point for Chris Melling, and I can't believe he has missed that ball. I'm in total shock. But a chance once again now for Chris. He is going to be playing this 9 automatic position on the stripes.
And I mean, it's 3-3 and the first somewhat scrappy frame.
Yes,
from the two of
yes,
them.
yes, it is. It is, and I think it's because of that pattern we've seen. I think Caesar is expecting himself to take this frame. Chris is trying so hard to take the lead for the first time in his match.
Oof.
Oh my,
Oof, oof,
another
oof.
close.
Guys, that is the unforgiving pockets of a ball. You have to be so accurate.
Unbelievable.
So accurate.
I like the shot he played there. He was going to be perfect on his stripes next year. He was going to be away. But he hasn't left Caesar access to that 2 ball that sits just next to the black ball.
Oh.
Oh, that's a top shot.
Great
That
shot.
is I don't think the black ball does pass. That's the first thing Chris is going to be looking at.
Love to have an aerial shot of that. The black and the 2. Oh, really would like to. I wonder if he can play cushion first. Black to the cushion first off the 2.
That could, yeah, that could work.
I wonder if that would be a possibility. I'm sure we'll get an angle on that eventually.
But also Caesar hasn't left him. Caesar purposefully has not left him on the 9.
And here's a. Ooh. Just fell short. Just fell short of the safe shot there. Chris Meling.
Black ball, blue ball, white ball. You have 58 minutes left in your session. 58 minutes left.
58 minutes left in the session as announced by the head referee Kobus Kirstein at this tournament, and yeah, we have spoken about the brilliant job done here by the referees that are trained by him, his team here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship. Oh, what a shot this is. What a shot this is.
Caesar,
Oh
man.
my.
Caesar,
That is some
man.
brilliant stuff from Caesar. Now he just has to get this cue ball up table so he can play the 3 into the center. Here it comes, a lot of side. Watch the cue ball. Didn't kick as much as I expected it to off that.
He doesn't need
Yeah,
it.
no, he's good
He
here.
doesn't need it. He's good enough. Good enough for Caesar to take the lead once again in this match. Just gotta make sure on the black. And Chris is chasing him again.
Yeah, so the pattern continues. And I can tell you something, Lenuka. This was Chris's frame. When he came to the table earlier and missed that pocket ball, this was Chris's frame. This was his chance to go 4-3 up.
I wonder if we're going to get an action replay of that magnificent shot, positional shot that Chris played, and then to lose to miss on the next shot after that.
Yeah, I was in shock when I saw that, but even the previous shot then from the one that's on screen now from Caesar to get onto that 7. Brilliant stuff from him to take his 4th point, and now leading Chris Melling 4 frames to 3. Caesar from Uganda once again in the lead.
Shall we talk about history? Who likes history? Let's talk about history between Chris Melling
Yeah,
and Chandiga Caesar.
don't pull the plug. Yeah, Lenyukta, don't pull the plug and let the lights go out and internet go out. Hey.
And then we're going to blame Chris Melling's juju. I think you guys would remember what happened in Morocco just a few months ago, maybe 6-7 months ago.
Yeah, a lot of controversy surrounding that event. Chris makes the 1 in the side.
Well, I've been busy with the black ball segment of this championship, Raymond. How has the players been breaking here and on the hayball tables?
Actually, I've seen some really good breaks coming from the ladies' side, actually, because they're not hitting the balls that hard, but hitting them solid. So with this new type of break on the hayball table, the revision 2025 rules, if you are hitting them solid and they are racked well, even though it is the triangle rack, they are able to make a ball most times.
So who are the other 3 men that have secured their spot in the semi-finals? Well, Raymond draws up that information for us. We're on day 3, guys. Day 3 tomorrow. It's race semi-finals and finals here at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship, and we've been in paradise for the last couple of days here in Mauritius. What a wonderful, wonderful moment for Q Sport. The very first of its kind, 4 disciplines, 128 players.
Yeah, so the other 3 participants that will be playing in the semi-finals of the hayball division here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship, we have Shivam Arora from India against Jason Taron tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. local time here in Mauritius, and the winner of this match will be playing Abdullah Hussain from Tanzania. Abdullah Hussain is the player that I played in the Grandmasters finals last year.
Yes.
Yeah, in the first round.
Abdullah.
Really well played from him, and yeah, he's been doing a few interviews with us as well, so you can find that on the WPAlive.tv. He's played quite well, really well, to get to where he is in the tournament now, so he will be playing the winner of this match in that semi-final at 12:30 p.m. local time here in Mauritius. Now the question I have is, how does Chris Melling get to the 4-ball? That is the shot.
Yeah, he's for the 4 of this ball now.
He's gonna attack it now. Deep screw, bottom right hand side. There it comes. And oh my word, and he's overhit that. He got so much, and he was telling me about this. He's using a new cue here. If you notice, it's not the same cue he was using. It's a snooker butt on a 9-ball cue. As you can see, it has the tapered flat part. So he's using a different cue just for this tournament. And he says he just touches the cue ball and he's able to get so much reaction. So recovery shot now, and oh my word, he's missed that by a mile.
By a mile.
He has absolutely missed that by a mile.
I think the juju coming out of Africa is very strong. Very, very strong.
if Caesar can take a 2-point lead, especially with time running down. Although we thought, well, we looked at it, we said time should not be an issue, but if you look at it, we are almost halfway on time, but we are not halfway on score.
Time is going to become an issue
I
only
think so.
if one of them have a significant lead
Yes,
on the
yes,
other.
and now Caesar being ahead, if he could lock up this frame as well, get the 2-point lead, put the pressure on Chris.
Chris. He's going to have an indirect hit here on the red.
Yeah, he's trying to kick this 3-ball. Oh, he was trying to kick that into the center pocket. The way he played, the pace he played that at.
Not much choice there. He had to do that.
Yeah, it was a good safety shot from Caesar, and yeah, Caesar is very comfortable on this hay-ball table. Speaking to him yesterday, he said those joy events have definitely upped his hay-ball game. And yeah, he looks forward to playing a lot more in China as well. Yeah, very consistent player is Caesar. You see his performances consistently good, and yeah, he's able to keep up those performances. And I think that's also down to his style. It's a simple style, simple way of playing, but he's able to make those finishes, and yeah, it's.
Yeah, I'd say definitely between these two players, Chris Meling the more artistic.
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, but that's something I've always liked about Caesar's play is the pattern play, because that is one of the hardest aspects of the game. Because potting can be learned, you can get your cue action right, but to have the brain to figure out the patterns, yes, the patterns, to always be on the right angles, to know which is your last ball, and yeah, from what I've watched from him play, that's like if you look at this right now, have a look at the way he's played this. He's left the 12 in the pocket. Using the 12 to get to the black ball is then so much easier. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? How simple it starts to become when you play simple. How simple he makes it look.
No, Caesar's always, it's like poetry when
Yes.
you watch him play.
Yes, it is.
He makes it look so simple, and it's a similar play style adopted by the best Chinese players in the world. They make the game look as simple as possible, and that's exactly what's. Oof! Oh my word! Oh my word! What happened there? What's going on? What's going on? Seemed to be a little a drama around something.
Yeah, Chris is just telling the referee where he should be standing when a player is on the shot. 45, so you can see the shirt. So Chris has played the 4, but he's left the black ball on for Caesar.
Chris looking a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit flustered, a little bit flustered. And I don't expect Caesar to miss this one now. That black ball, 5th point for Caesar Chandiga as he leads by 2.
5th point for Caesar. That
Oh
said,
my.
however, absolutely shocked that he missed or smashed that last visit that he had
He was
on the 8th.
he was playing the finish so well, and the way he had executed this finish was perfect.
Chandiga Caesar.
board in hand. Time running.
Chandiga sees it to break now.
And leading by 2 points.
Leading by 2 points. I believe the score is 5-3.
And he's pot a ball in the bottom right corner.
Solid potter. Open table.
Yeah, Chris, I think he threw that last frame away. That 4-ball, the way he played it. Look, it was Caesar's frame. Caesar was supposed to take that frame anyway. But the way he played that 4-ball, uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised about
Yeah,
that.
because this is a single elimination, straight knockout. We are in the last 8 quarterfinals. You can't really afford to be throwing frames away like that.
Oh, nice solid pot there from Caesar. What has he done? Love to get an aerial view of this table. A lot of work still. A lot of work still on this table. He's got to get on the right side of that 3-ball for starters. The 1.
You know what?
To the 11.
And if they're looking at the scoreline, 4 frames to go for Caesar. At 5-3. He's put the cue ball into that bottom
Time running.
left corner pocket. Let's have a replay of that. Oh, it followed in.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
He was trying to get the 3-ball out of there. So Chris Melling now at the table. He is trailing by 2 frames. Look, for him, I don't think the scoreline matters to him. At the moment, he is, so many big matches he has played. He's been down before.
1 clearance, 1 break run, and
it's
then we're back there.
45 minutes remaining. I think what you have to understand is these players, the amount of big matches they've played is a vast number compared to the average player.
And that's a good shot. That is a good shot. Chris Melling now narrowing the opportunity for Caesar to develop a finish, leaving that white ball so close to the black. Caesar with a tactical move there. Let's see if that's going to pay off.
We currently have South Africa's Marina Jacobs playing on table 2. That is being streamed on the WPALive.tv platform as well. And Marina Jacobs leading Kilio Pandale 5-0 at the moment. Marina Jacobs absolutely flying on that match.
Well, she's currently ranked number 3 in the world on the WPA rankings for women's handball. So we'd expect to see her do quite well in this tournament. Oh, does he get this? Does he get this? Oh.
No. And Meling not getting the Meling rolls. He's not getting those rolls in this match thus far. So now, if we have a look at the table for Caesar, I just see the black ball as a problem. Is that a purposeful leave, do we think?
I think so. You've got the cushion first there, and we've seen Caesar play those shots clean into the pocket. I don't think he was going for game just yet.
Oh, watch the cue ball.
And nope, he doesn't get it. That's the second time Chris attempts a containing safety.
No, I think what he's gotten the important balls. He's blocked the 3 and blocked the 5. He's left Caesar only with the 4.
Actually,
I think he's gotten the important balls, unless I think Caesar might just be able to clip the 3, but oh no, he can. Oh, good, we have there. He hasn't blocked.
this is looking good for Meling now. Really looking good for Meling. We should see him take his spot point. Elementary finish here for him. Just the right angle to get behind the black or the corner pocket.
And he gets his 4th point on the board. Score 5-4 in favor of Caesar Chandiga.
He's leading 5-4.
It is 9 frames. Are the players going to take a break? We have not seen we've not seen any of the players take a break thus far on the Hayball side.
We're ready now for the 10th frame in this race to 9. I wonder if the players have opted to take their intermission. They have.
Yes, they have.
To a 5 or 10-minute break after 9 frames played on the Hayball side of the tournament. It is being a race to 9, so guys, if you want, you can catch the other action on WPALive.tv that's happening for snooker, Hayball, snooker, black ball, 10 ball. Those matches are currently underway. We've got some cracker matches there with great commentary happening right now. The players should be back in 5. I'm letting you, Chetty, Raymond Thalak, and I will be back just after this.
Yeah, I think the players are taking a 4 to 5 minute break. It's the first one we've actually seen on the Hayball table. Which Chris was just telling the referee as well that he should be standing in a certain place. And Chris is already back. Yeah, he's ready to go, ready to get on with the match.
bright, open table.
And we are back after that player break, and if you are just joining us, welcome to the Commonwealth Billiard Championships. We are on day 3. This is session 4, the 5:30 p.m. session here in Mauritius. You are watching the quarterfinals, the last quarterfinal match in the men's division hayball category. We have Caesar Chandiga from Uganda against Chris Melling from the UK. As you can see, Caesar currently leading 5 frames to 4 over Chris.
The finish line quickly approaching there for both these players.
Yeah,
Raymond?
the time counting down now, 31 minutes and Chris behind.
Well, guys, we're going to need you to hit the share on the link for the stream, WPALive.tv, on this link specifically. Let people know where they can watch this match on your various social media platforms. Thank you so much. Expected tactical play here from Chris Nye is always going for the corner pocket. Corner pocket. Gets the draw. In doing so, though, he did have a slight kiss on that 3, and what would have been an easy combination now for Caesar presented an opportunity for Caesar to play the containing safety.
Black ball, 10 ball, blue ball. You have 30 minutes left in your session. 30 minutes left.
Ooh, this table starting to look really good for Chandiga Caesar there. Raymond, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, and if he can get that 2-point lead once again, especially now time coming into play, 29 minutes left. This was a 100-minute timed session, and when the clock stops, play stops. Even if they are in the middle of a frame, if the scores are tied, it will go down to a penalty shootout. Can you imagine a penalty shootout here, Lenikta, between Chris and Caesar?
Ooh.
Oh my word.
Tell me, the penalty spot.
Yes.
Yeah, where are we?
So
with that?
we are using the revision 2025 rules, A-ball rules. So penalty spot is on the foot spot, very near to where the black ball is currently on the table. So where the first ball is racked. That is the penalty spot we are now using, making it slightly easier than before. Before that was a tough one, but even that shot is not the easiest. You have the in-off to the corner, you have the in-off to the top corner as well if you don't play it right. But we have not had a penalty shootout on this TV table yet.
penalties aside, I'm smelling a 6-point loading here for Caesar. Just needs to come off the cushion here to get shape on the 7 ball. As he does, Caesar making light work of this frame. Oof,
Oh, that's
Caesar.
yeah, that's beautiful stuff from Caesar, and this looking like he is going to get his 6th point now, and he does so. 6-4 lead over Chris Melling. Caesar Chandiga is chasing that 9.
Beautiful stuff. I'm
As
sure
we-
the viewers
yeah.
are spoiled.
Have a look at some of his best shots. Even this was an excellent shot here to pot. Use of the combination rule from Caesar. Yeah, it's nice to watch Caesar when he's flowing. It's really nice to watch. He is a player that I do enjoy watching. Also, very loose grip on the backhand.
I saw that now. when
Very
he had
loose.
That shot.
Yeah, beautiful stuff from Caesar there to now regain that 2-point lead that he had before the previous frame.
Ball in hand. Time running.
And Meling out of his seat. He's going to be approaching the table now. He is 2 frames down currently in this match. So he's almost making 2 balls, one in the corner, one in the side. A try break from him that brings Meling to the table, and this is tough. This is tough now. Meling 2 frames behind, trailing 6-4. 25 minutes left on the clock.
Twenty-five minutes goes by so quickly for the one that's trailing in these timed matches. Chris Meling back on the bench now. Caesar to the table. Whew. He doesn't have a shot on stripes. Well, not an easy one. I don't think he has the putting angle. Does he have the putt? Yes, he does. Oh my, for a second there it looked like that white was behind the pink. Here goes Caesar.
I think you're being a bit biased there, Lenyukta. Just be careful, eh? Just be careful. Sounding a little bit biased to me.
Ooh, look at this. Just look at this. Melling with the bank for the center pocket.
These have to go,
Oh no.
and they are not
Not
going.
enough. Not enough. He's also shocked. He can't believe it. I mean, usually those
Yeah,
clean
no,
shots
easy.
is nothing for him.
Yesterday, those were all going in. I think Meling missed about 4 shots in the entire match yesterday. That was how he was flowing yesterday.
My oh my.
So I have to say, at the moment, looking at the time, looking at the scoreline, Caesar in pole position currently. We have to say that 23 minutes to go. Even though I know that we are biased, we have to say that Caesar is in pole position at the moment.
definitely not the Chris we saw yesterday. That was Chris of legend, stuff of legend.
Yeah, that was a different player, but you have
But I
to.
mean, that's the game.
That
It's
is
session
it.
to
Yes,
session,
it
day
correct.
to day.
100%.
You know the story. You know the story. Chris Meling actually doesn't have anything to prove to anybody. He's
Not at all.
achieved
Not
it
at all.
all.
He's achieved everything that he can in his Q Sport career. He is known as one of the best Qists on the planet in every Q Sport.
There we go. There's the bank that he was looking for earlier in this frame. Has Chris Melling found his mojo? Oh, look at that. Look at
Yeah,
that.
this is good.
That was a
And
clean pot with a very small margin for error. Chris Melling looking good, looking good here. Oh, great movement of the cue ball. Good shape on the black.
and yesterday, Chris finished a frame in 2 minutes 30 seconds. So that shows you how quick he can finish a frame if he needs to. So 21 minutes is actually now a lot of time on the clock. He pulls one back, he gets his 5th point. Caesar still leading 6 frames to 3, and he finally got that bank that he's been looking for.
Are you entertained, people? Are you entertained? I mean, this could very well have been the final of this
Yes,
tournament.
of course. It's actually a pity that these two great players had to meet. And when I say both of them are great players, I'm being biased once again, Lenyuk. I'm being biased towards the whole tournament in calling these two great players. I mean, I can't stop. Yeah, as much as I love to see a great match between these two players, I would have loved to see them in the final. This would have been a really great final, having these two really great players playing in the final. But yeah, they've given us a great show. Spectators back home, the spectators here, and us as well. That was a little bit of Melling magic in the previous frame. Just a touch of Melling magic.
He certainly looked like he was flowing there. He looked confident. He didn't have that look of frustration.
Yeah,
Previous frames.
yes. I think he's let that one go. And yeah, he has to. Look, we want to see both players playing their best.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But of course, everyone on the stream knows who we want to win, don't they, Lenyukta?
Ball in hand.
Us commentators, eh? Aren't we terrible, Lenyukta?
The worst.
The worst.
Snap in play.
Caesar closing on all of these stripes one by one. Just 5 remaining now for him. Really down to the business end here. That 9th point creeping up even quicker now. Just over 18 minutes remaining on the clock in this match. Difficult to call a winner. Really difficult to call a winner.
Yeah, this, to me, Lenyukta, this match looks like it's going to go down to the wire. It really is.
Yeah, I smell either a deciding frame here or a penalty shooter.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very tight, and on time, one of these players might just clinch it.
Ball for the corner. Oh, just wide of the pocket. Chris already up from his seat. Just over 17 minutes remaining on the clock. 1 point separating these two, and this is where the drama happens, guys. This is where the drama happens at this point of the match.
Has he left the 10 to the center?
Look, that 10, I don't know if it's part of it. I think it might be. It looks like it's just inside the draw.
Oh, what a shot that
Lovely
is.
stuff.
What a shot that is. Unbelievable stuff. Had to use a little bit of swerve there, a bit of bottom left to get around that.
And those shots are not easy, guys. They're not easy, especially the middle pockets here on the hay ball table. Not easy. Sometimes your eyes can play tricks on you.
Definitely can. This is a straight knockout competition, so we started off with 16 players in their respective Q Sport categories, 16 men, 16 women, and straight knockout, single elimination. If you lost your first match, that was your first and your last, unfortunately. And yeah, 16 down to 8, down to 4, down to 2, and we will have that final tomorrow.
Oh, Caesar took his eye off the puck there, concentrating on the positional for the black. And with that mistake, with that miscalculation, Meling back at the table with an opportunity to equalize. Just over 15 minutes remaining on the clock. Ooh, the drama here on the hay ball section. Chris Meling and Chandiga Caesar. You know, that finish was definitely on for Caesar.
Yes,
I am so
yes,
surprised.
it was.
So surprised he missed that ball to the center pocket.
And you know, a player like Chris is gonna punish.
Yeah, he's gonna punish you for that. And he's cueing really nicely now. Look at that nice stun shot there, giving himself the angle to come up table.
Yeah, brilliant stuff.
Low hanging fruit for Chris Melling to pick.
Yeah, and look at the angle he's left on the one ball.
Guys.
He's going to be playing this black ball into the bottom left.
Guys, world class.
Off two cushions.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful stuff.
Perfection from the magician.
Brilliant from the magician to tie up the score at 6 frames each in this race to 9. 14 minutes left now for this quarterfinal match. Winner of this match books themselves a place in the semi-final tomorrow, and they will be playing Abdullah Hussein from Tanzania. Oh, this is going to be interesting now. Referee racks. We're going to have about 12 minutes left on the clock. Just hope the lights don't go out.
Hey guys, what are you gonna say if the lights go out?
Of course it'll be our fault, Lenyukla. Don't you know that?
No, it'll be the entire organization.
Yeah, no, but firstly, it's the commentators being biased as usual. So Caesar winning the leg, and we did speak about this at the beginning of the match. How important is that leg gonna be if this goes to a decider? And with time running down, 12 minutes I believe on the clock, this could be a decider depending how long they take to finish this frame.
Well, stripes made in the center pocket there, Caesar still in it.
Legal web, spot spotted, open table.
Oh, this is an important one. Important one for
Yeah,
the mental
very,
advantage. How many
very
minutes do we
important.
have left on the clock?
The scoreline should be coming up soon. It should be around 12 minutes left, I believe. Minutes left, 6-all race to 9 men's quarterfinal. This Commonwealth Billiard Championship is a straight knockout from 16 down. Oh, some beautiful pots here from Caesar.
Oh, when this guy flows, he flows, and it's beautiful to watch. Pool poetry. Caesar, man. You know, if Chris manages to come back to the table and take the lead in this match, it will be his very first time in the match taking the lead.
Yes, that is definitely true. Chris Melling has been down the entire match. He's always been coming from behind. Always been coming from behind, and now he comes to the table. 10 minutes left in the session, and you can see the crowd starting to gather around this table now. I think we have this match and the 9-ball, well, the 10-ball match on the American table. Your top part of your screen. These matches are all live on the WPAlive.tv links.
That's a good shot from Chris Meling. Look, he's obstructed, not given Caesar any potting angle on any of the remaining object balls in his group. Good shot there from Chris.
When the clock strikes 0, the match stops, even if the players...
Can you see the 10? Oh my, look like
Yeah, you
he
can. Brilliant
Beautiful
pot,
shot
yeah.
there. Beautiful shot across that distance. Caesar, man.
10 minutes left in the session now, and if the clock does stop when at 0, the match stops as well, even if there is a frame ongoing, and if the scores are tied like they are currently, it goes to a penalty shootout. Oh, what
wow.
a shot that is.
Wow,
What a shot that
wowza.
is.
Wowza.
Oh, that's next level stuff from Caesar.
Beautiful.
That worked out perfectly for him.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That's what we like to see, man. TV shots.
Yeah, that was the only thing he could do. He had to get the cue ball out there, and it's a little bit far, but he's good.
Well, if ever you need a mental
brilliant.
advantage, it will be
Brilliant
at this
stuff.
point in the match, and Caesar's done it, taking the lead once again, which has been the story of this entire match. Caesar.
That was not a good safety shot from Chris Melling.
Oh man,
That was not a good.
I actually thought Caesar couldn't see the 10, and that is why I said that was a good
Yeah,
safety
yeah,
shot.
no, that was.
I didn't realize that it quick, clean, and he played that ball clean into the corner pocket, setting the tone for him to take that 7th point, not just the point, the mental advantage at a very,
It's a big
very
one.
crucial point in
It
this
is
match.
a big one.
How many minutes on the clock, Raymond?
Would be less than 8, most likely, now on the clock. I feel now you are seeing Caesar's BMT come into play, because a lot of pressure on that finish to make it.
I'm running.
I don't see a ball in. I don't see a ball in.
Open table.
Let's have a look at this once again.
That
No,
is the dry break.
that is a dry break from Chris Melling that brings Caesar to the table.
Wow, wow, wow.
We'll have a look
wow,
now at how many minutes left. 7 minutes left, with Caesar leading by 1 point in this race to 9 men's quarterfinal of the Commonwealth Billiard Championship Hayball division.
15 seconds. Stands well.
Caesar calling his extension. Players get 45 seconds per shot, 1 extension of 30 seconds per frame. Good time to use your extension, especially now. Important frame, important decision to make.
Solid in play.
wow.
Yeah, he's gotten into that one a bit too much. A little bit too much. He didn't want to be cannoning into that 8 ball at all.
I can feel the tension coming through from the hall in our commentary section, Raymond.
It's going to be
Oh.
wide.
Yep, that's wide.
Yeah,
Wide
that,
of
it
the
was
pocket.
that first shot. That first shot was not what he wanted. A little bit of tension in that back arm, over screwing that cue ball into the black ball. Giving himself a tough bridging shot on that 6. Off the 7,
Off the 7.
of course. And it didn't go.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh, you would have had quite a good run of
Yes, he would have. He would have indeed. Just over 5 minutes left. We did say time is going to be an issue in this match. So if Meling can get this frame, it will be a penalty shootout.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah, most likely.
But honestly, looking at the layout, knowing what Caesar's capable of,
And knowing the whole of Africa is squeezing
of
now.
course, of course.
Table, able. You have 5 minutes left in your session. 5 minutes left.
I'd love to see how that 8 is laying. Is it off the cushion there? Outside the center pocket?
That's the thing. I think when he screwed back into it, he left it in a not potable position. If it's
Okay.
very tight, I
Yeah.
think it's
Because if
on the cushion.
Yeah, if it's on the cushion, then that ball needs to be developed. However, he does have two stripes there to help him develop that black.
4 minutes now left in the session, and this is for a place in the semi-final.
Caesar, also such a composed player.
Very, very composed indeed.
Player and a gentleman as well. Always a pleasure watching him play.
And he's definitely taking his time, taking his allocated time here that he has.
He knows.
Of course, he is in control.
He knows he's in control. He knows who he's playing. Cannot underestimate the magician at all. And he's not doing anything wrong. He's playing the rules.
Yes, of course.
To his advantage.
Of course.
That's what you do.
He has used his extension already, I believe. I did hear the referee calling 15 seconds.
5, 4, 3.
Ooh, here we go.
That's going to bring Melling to the table with 2 minutes 40 left. Can Stripes. He's going to develop the black ball straight away. There it is. He can't afford to miss.
No,
He can't miss one ball.
Are we going to see that magic? Are we
Oh,
gonna
that's a
see
good
that
shot. He
magic?
played that in a way to leave that 7 a little bit safer.
Yeah. Just the 9.
Just the 9, and there it comes. There it comes. Oh my
Hey,
word.
guys.
Oh my
Guys,
word.
Are you entertained?
No.
Are you
No,
entertained?
no. 2
Beautiful stuff.
minutes left on the clock.
What a connecting shot.
Oh my word. Unbelievable. He just has to find a connector now to get onto the black ball. Has to get the cue ball on that side of the table. 1 minute 50.
That's enough time.
It is enough time for
That's
him.
enough time
It's
for him
more
to
than enough
equalize.
time for him.
Guys, are we
I
gonna get
can't
that?
believe the shot to get to the 9.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Oh, that's not perfect. That's not perfect.
Look. If he plays this for the corner pocket,
Oh
right
my
corner
word.
pocket on our side,
Oh
he leaves
my
himself
word.
on the 9.
This has to go though. Is it there? Is it there? It's there.
Oh my
It's there.
word. Oh my
Oh
word,
my.
guys.
1 minute 20
Are
left.
you entertained? Are you entertained?
This has to go and the cue ball has to come past the halfway line. It's there. What a shot that is.
word.
Brilliant stuff from Chris Melling.
I think frame of the tournament.
Absolutely,
here.
yes, that is frame of the tournament. Clutch. Chris Melling equalizes at 7-all, and that is the magician.
Yeah, guys,
Brilliant,
you hear the applause?
brilliant stuff.
Do you hear the applause? And it's not only Caesar is not supported, it's to do that under this kind of pressure. Beautiful.
Unbelievable
Give
stuff.
the man
No
his
matter who
flowers.
you support, you have to give the man his flowers and appreciate that finish. That was one of the best you are going to see under that kind of pressure.
That connected to the 9.
That was the shot.
That
That
was
was
the
the shot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff.
Give him his flowers, Uganda. Give him his flowers.
One of the best finishes of the tournament that I've seen. Chris Melling, take a bow.
Oh, that was beautiful. History, guys.
Brilliant stuff.
Beautiful.
The table is definitely being biased here, Lenyuka. Definitely being biased now. Come on, guys.
10 seconds.
Oh, it's
And this is penalties. Our first penalty shootout.
Yeah, but the ref is racking. You rack, brother. You rack. They're going to rack
Time.
now. for
Time.
penalties.
So unrack the balls now. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff. What a comeback from Chris. So we are playing penalty shootout if it does go to sudden death with confirmation. So if you make the first ball and I come to the table, I have the opportunity to confirm.
So
That's
5 visits each.
five
once again.
visits each,
They're
yes.
going to lag to see who goes first. And some people might argue that winning the lag and going first is an advantage in the penalties.
I can't believe the finish Chris pulled off.
On my counting. 3, 2, 1.
We have our referee, Jacques Smit from South Africa. Chris Melling wins the leg.
Oh wow, the tension, the drama. Oh wow. Hey, guys, beautiful stuff. I mean, could we have asked for better entertainment here in the last 8 of the billiard section, the hayball section at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship? Beautiful stuff, beautiful players. Well done, Chris Meling and Chandiga Caesar, for taking us on this journey. Chris Meling, first one on the scoreboard. he makes his first shot. Caesar, man. The whole of Africa is squeezing for him now.
Oh, it's there.
Beautiful.
It's there. 1-all.
Beautiful.
First try each, and it is 1-all. It will be Chris Melling with his second attempt, score 1 each.
Let me give you a fun fact, guys. At the Grandmasters finals, the highest recorded penalties was 30-29. 30-29 in a row.
Oh my, he has overcut that. He has overcut that, and it will be Caesar coming to the table with his second attempt, and the score is currently 1-all.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my.
And Caesar gets it. Caesar leading 2-1 after their second attempts.
2-1 for Caesar. Chris Melling on his third attempt or third visit. And he does it. Chris 2, Caesar 2. Caesar 3. No, this is the third visit for Caesar.
Yes, third visit for Caesar, score 2-all. And that was for Caesar to take the lead. So Chris Melling will be coming to the table. His fourth visit, score 2-all.
My, guys. Playing field certainly level now between Caesar and Chris. Remember, only 5 visits each, and then it's sudden death if the score is tied. Chris Meling does it. And for the very first time in the match, Chris Meling
Yes, this is the first time. And this is their fourth attempt. Chris leading 3-2. It's there. It's there. 3-all currently. How's the cue ball? Caesar's watching it. Oh my, look at where the cue ball stopped.
Squeeze, Africa, squeeze.
So this is Chris's fifth try.
Did you see where that white ball ended? In the jaws of the corner pocket, and it didn't drop. Oh.
So if Caesar pots this, he wins.
Was that the 5th visit?
That was the 5th
That's
visit.
the 5th visit. So Caesar on his 5th visit. What is this? Is it 3 each? Is it 3 each?
I do believe so.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Sudden
They
death.
both missed.
Sudden death,
I do.
guys.
It should be sudden death now.
I do believe it's sudden death.
Wait, I'm listening to what Jock Smith had to say. He said round 5.
Oh, okay, was that the 4th visit?
Round 5, 3-all. Jock Smith just said that.
Okay, sorry.
Okay,
I'll
so
back,
let's
guys.
go on what Jock Smith. Let's have a listen to the referee.
Yeah, Chris definitely won the lag there.
Yeah. So he should say the score now. Chris currently leading 4-3.
Caesar has to make this one.
It's there.
And he does. Oh, wow.
Sudden death now.
Sudden
now we
death.
are at sudden death.
Huh? It's like Mortal Kombat up in here, guys. Mortal
And-
Kombat.
Chris Melling will be playing first.
I almost can't look, Raymond. I almost can't look. So sudden death rules. Chris makes this. Caesar will have a chance. A go as well.
But
Yeah,
something
yeah.
disturbed him. I can hear it.
Yeah, there's
It's-
like a bell or something.
Yeah, it's. Oh my word. Sudden death means that if Caesar pots this, he wins.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't look. I just can't look.
This is unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. It's, oh my word, so close as we go again.
Oh my word.
Look at Chris.
When that
A wry smile from Chris.
When that black ball hit the post, I felt it in my
It's-
gut.
It's just,
My word.
everything is just bias at the moment, Lenyukta. Everything. Oh my. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Caesar has another opportunity to take victory.
My oh my. My oh my. Is Caesar gonna bring it home? Is Caesar gonna secure his spot in the semi-final tomorrow?
It's there. It's
Caesar
there.
man.
Caesar has beaten
Caesar
Chris
man.
Melling in a thriller of a penalty shootout. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff.
Guys, are you entertained? Are you entertained?
Absolutely unbelievable. That was one of the best matches I have ever had the privilege of commentating on.
Guys,
Unbelievable stuff.
Send your love. Give both of them their flowers.
Brilliant,
Caesar's through to
brilliant
the
stuff.
semi-finals. What an amazing frame. I would say frame of the tournament.
Yeah, from Chris Melling, yeah. To push it to penalty shootouts, one of the best frames I've seen as well. And well done to both players. Big congratulations to Caesar Chandiga from Uganda for getting through, Chris Melling, and now through to the semi-final of this tournament. Well done to both players. Thank you, all the viewers on the stream. We will be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for the semi-final matches. Thank you to you, Lenyukta, for joining me on commentary. Brilliant match.
Brilliant match, and thank you for having me, Raymond. Thank you, viewers at home, for keeping us company. Remember to join us tomorrow. Over to you, Raymond.
Thank you so much, guys. Do remember to tune in tomorrow. I'm Raymond Talak, your commentator for the Hayball division. Thank you so much, guys. We will see you tomorrow.